This segment of the news is brought to you by Journey to Recovery. Take the first step. Call 775-382-1072.
And a home is completely destroyed by fire early Saturday morning on Jackie Street. Early Saturday morning, approximately 2:30, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were dispatched to a fully engulfed structure fire on Jackie Street just off of Gamebird Road. Deputies reported seeing the fire from all the way across the valley. The fire was first reported by a neighbor who said that she smelled smoke. News 46 spoke to some neighbors in the area on Saturday morning who said that they were unaware that the fire had even occurred until they looked out the window to see the remnants of a home that used to stand in their neighborhood. They told News 46 that the renters had moved out about 2 months prior and that a new owner had been doing work inside the residence just the day before. No one was injured as a result of this fire. However, homes in the area were evacuated because of the falling embers. How the fire occurred is under the investigation of Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And 3 people were arrested after police executed a search warrant on a residence. Judson Chesley has been arrested for a conspiracy to violate the Uniform Controlled Substance Act, under the influence of a controlled substance, trafficking a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of stolen property, and child neglect and endangerment. James Orvis has been arrested for under the influence of a controlled substance and a parole and probation violation. Christopher Teachins has been arrested for under the influence of a controlled substance. Were taken into custody on Luella Court when deputies obtained a telephonic search warrant. After searching inside the residence, deputies say that they found several items of contraband, including multiple firearms, confirmed stolen coins, glass pipes containing suspected methamphetamine residue, multiple baggies containing suspected methamphetamine, one baggie containing heroin, one digital scale containing suspected heroin, and other items related to drug paraphernalia, use, and distribution. Deputies detained several individuals, including Judson Chesley, Christopher Jens, and James Orvis. A minor child was also located inside the home. Teachins, Orvis, and Chesley were transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And a local man has been taken into custody following a physical altercation. Nicholas Von Alst has been arrested for challenging to fight, disturbing the peace, harassment, and aggravated stalking. According to the declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched to a restaurant called The Place to Go on Highway 160 in reference to a fight. Deputies detained Nicholas Von Alst on scene. They said that he was bloody and had small cuts on his face. Witnesses said that Von Alst came into the store complaining about a bad meal that he had received and wanted to talk to the cook to receive a refund. They say he was yelling and disturbing customers. When asked to leave, an employee said that he kicked the rear door inside the store to the kitchen. The reporting party says that Nicholas was asked to leave several times. At this point, they say that Nicholas punched the employee in the mouth. The report describes that Nicholas was eventually pushed outside, and that is when the employee and Nicholas began fighting. The reporting party decided that they wanted to press charges against Nicholas Von Alst for battery. When arriving at the store, witnesses say that Nicholas arrived at a high rate of speed in the parking lot with no regard for pedestrians. Police trespassed Nicholas from the Place to Go and he was released. Later in the day, they say that he returned and he was in the parking lot staring at the store, waiting for the employees to leave work. They also said that he called the store earlier in the day and left messages, as well as sent messages to them on Facebook challenging the employees to a fight. In fact, police add that there is another case involving Nicholas and this employee, and they believe this is an ongoing issue. And Subaru is being investigated for changing some fuel numbers. Angela Miles reports in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Congresswoman Maxine Waters of California will be among the black lawmakers paying a visit this week to Silicon Valley. The congressional caucus is slated to stop by Apple, Square, and PayPal to question the lack of diversity. It's estimated black employees make up less than 3% of all tech employees. The U.S. economy is gaining traction. An early glimpse shows the economy grew faster than predicted at 2.3%. However, consumer spending slowed down a bit. Subaru is running into trouble. The car company admits some employees manipulated the fuel economy data for several years. The Japanese automaker is under investigation that's been going on since last year. And DocuSign's IPO is impressive. The electronic signature software company raised $629 million in its initial public offering. The stock took off right out of the gate at the NASDAQ.
Thanks, Angela. Well, Nye County's watch has been released. We'll tell you about that right after this break.